Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I look like a potato, but basically I just wanted to start vlogging my wisdom tooth before everything and after surgery. And after surgery will be like the next Friday, and ironically today is Friday. It's going to be happening in a week's time. So the first time that I noticed that I had teeth oral or enamel issues was when my whole entire jaw had just basically felt like I had been chewing on a large piece of steak for like over an hour, but basically there's that tension feeling. Yeah, messy buddy. Who's not making life easy for me right now? It's actually a dick though. Anyway, so after feeling like I had just been chewing on a steak for 3 years straight and that tension that you get in your jaw, I started to feel a bit more isolated between where I last got my filling done, which was somewhere else at the side here, so pretty much half of that tooth is fake. And then by the next day after, I just felt completely fine, completely normal-ish. Then suddenly around about close to probably more the evening time, all three of the half-fake tooth, a wisdom tooth at the back, and on the opposite end, the bottom of the jaw, so the two very last teeth at the back, has started aching like there was no tomorrow. I mean, how it kind of felt like my teeth were very cold, like icy cold. Just the overall pain, so pretty much chewing on Panamax is a lot. Before the tablets even kicked in, the agonizing pain went away, but the tablets hadn't kicked in yet. Yesterday being a Thursday, I then obviously got down to the dentist, and they confirmed that I do have a wisdom tooth that needs to come out. So I do have a wisdom tooth that needs to come out, plus just a whole lot of decay everywhere else in the teeth, which this side of my face is perfectly fine. It's just this side that's been taking the load. My sister reckons that one of the teeth was possibly on the receiving end of a lot of shockwaves, but as it turns out, this tooth up here, the last one in the row, contains the most issue. The bottom one I think is the one that's on the receiving end, because they're all nerves are connected obviously. And this one up here, I don't know what that one problem is, but as you can see I am rather stocked up. Mum got me some baby food because it's just easier to chew. Some Bonjela, which has been working amazingly. Yesterday after I was prescribed some antibiotics, amoxil, I had only taken 2, and everything that I ate, I do mean everything, my body just rejected and brought it back up. Like I had, what was the first thing I ate? Actually, my body was first rejecting a lot of tablets that I had prior. Then I was munching on a Danish roll. I threw that up. Then, well, just before I did that, I had some nuggets, like 2 mouthfuls of nuggets, and then I can feel my body starting to reject. So after I had started chewing down the nuggets, I could feel my body starting to reject, so I just stood over the kitchen sink. At this point, she was deaf as a doorpost. She had her music in, so she couldn't hear me dying over the kitchen sink.
It dies, but extremely.
Oh, confusing. Yes, my sister. Your close-ups. My sister got herself. My sister got herself a new nose ring. I just started. Eventually,
a new one, my first and only one.
You know what I mean. Well, by new one, I just mean because you've obviously already got piercings. Sorry, the tripod's neck came loose. I'm obviously filming off my own camera. Never too clean screen for me. But I am using a little monopod. Anyway, so after the freaking Danish roll and the nuggets, I then upchucked. After that, I then tried eating. Do you remember what the next thing that came after the nuggets was?
I think it was bread and oranges.
And a
little bit of applesauce.
Applesauce came before the whatever you said. So I did have toast, because that's obviously the go-to food when you're thrown up. I tried taking down some applesauce, usually put on top of pork, or what you can use as baby food. The taste of it tasted good, but I could already feel like my body just starting to get a bit unsettled.
You mentioned the applesauce. Well, then
I did just say that.
Yeah, because you did.
Sean was convinced it was expired, but it was not. Hello.
I wasn't convinced it was expired, I just wasn't sure, that's why I checked.
You look weird on the camera there. I look weird anywhere.
Yeah.
Mum's also been a pretty damn good help too. Right with me.
As mother should be.
Yep, just a typical grin and bear it.
Smile and nod, smile and nod.
Anyway, so after the toast, as in the bread toast, not the celebration toast, after the toast and applesauce, I hadn't rejected anything just yet, but I could start to feel it. That was when a couple of hours later, Mum went back out to karate, and I then decided to know what, I'll eat oranges because they're very healthy, so good for the body. I've got through about maybe 5 slices because I had about 7 all up, and you know, I felt alright. Walked to the kitchen and just obviously ditched the rest of the peelings or whatever into the bin. Skins, peelings, whatever, into the bin, and walking back across the sink. And I've only vomited because I sound like that. It actually sounds funny. It'll make vomiting more fun.
No! Not really!
Anyway, so yeah, so I just very quickly checked that out, and Mum, Sharon was informing Mum about this, so Mum then got us to the doctors over in a town called Merrick. They were basically concluded that the antibiotics that I was on were causing my body to reject food, which it isn't supposed to do that. It's supposed to just...
No, it is because it's a side effect of antibiotics.
So I just meant to... It's also just meant to flush out anything that's bad and harmful for the system. What I was eating was not harmful.
No, I don't know.
I think it's your dinner is ready. Okay. Just put some in the bowl. Why are you whispering? It's a video. You can talk.
Not to mention, things can be edited out. That is the beauty of an editor.
Well, and swearing and vulgar speech, I'll edit it out. Now that Mum's eating. I've tried half a dozen times. Then the doctor took me off of the amoxil stuff. Then we just discontinued the use of the Panadine Force, which I have had Panadine before, but this stuff didn't really seem to be working half as well as I wanted it to. Now I'm on much better medication. The Bonjela has definitely been helping with the gum aches, which, like I said, they're pretty much playing tennis with each other, back and forth with pain. I've also noticed that putting a little bit of pressure onto my teeth, I feel rather sensitive. I don't know how to describe that one any better. So anyway, being at the doctor's office yesterday, that incoherent and daft, I was focused more on my little bucket, and I left my phone at the doctor's office, which I kind of just thought that maybe I had given it to my mum so that she could put it into a bag, which I remember specifically putting something into a bag when we were at the pharmacy, but no, it turns out I completely left my phone behind. That's right, more than enough stuff is on my laptop. I don't have a laptop. Flying medicine. We are a doctor. So I'm about to say iPad, not laptop. That's enough rambling for one day. And your problem is?
I'm swallowing.
Anyway, so that's it for this first entry, I guess you could say. Basically, I'm just ongoing with the Bonjela, which works so much better than what SM33 does. We just decided to turf that out. Have we actually turfed it out, or is that just talk?
No, I will, but I haven't done it yet.
Clearly. And Mum's also dying. And falling.
Neck problems, tooth problems. No. Problems.
Food problems?
Neck problems.
Oh, I thought...
Tooth problems. No problems. At least nothing physical anyways.
I suppose the closest thing that you have to a freaking anything is just abusing. You technically have an open wound.
Yeah, where to put it?
If I'm being honest. Yeah, anyway, that does it for the first vlog. I talk way too much. Wait for the button. My button.
Yes, you need to get more specific in your talking.
I actually do get specific.
Catch what I'm saying? I'm so drunk right now.
You're an ass. And actually do get too specific. Sharp whinges like it too specific.
And it's specific to the point.
You could have just said that. Hands cutting.
Move on already.
Hands cutting. Alright, that's it for first entry. I'll obviously get back when anything changes, evolves, whatever. Bye. Sick body and back to being a baby.